Thank you for coming and welcome. I am about to play a game that hasn't actually been sent to me in the Discord or in my Twitter DMs. I am streaming a game that I found, and I've been seeing it a lot on my Twitter, and I've been thinking I really want to play this game. It's only a demo, but I wanted to share it with you. So it's called The Quiet Things. The Quiet Things is based on a true story, but names, dates, and identifying information has been changed to protect the privacy of everyone involved. The game is still in active development and is our first game, so we always appreciate feedback. So chat, if you want to give any feedback, please obviously make it constructive, be as kind as you can, but feel free to leave feedback. These are names in the demo. These are themes. Third time lucky. There are themes in the demo around grief, childhood abuse, self-harm, and suicide. Please ensure you're in the correct headspace to engage with these topics before starting. So that's just a trigger warning for anybody here. The game is best enjoyed with a controller and headphones. So I will play with my controller today, and we're just gonna go straight in and start a new game. Life is Strange vibes. It does. Content warning. This game contains references to topics such as grief, loss, depression, self-harm, suicide, and abuse. So if anyone's watching here now and might get triggered by some of these topics, then please feel free to leave. I completely understand. 1 in 15 children experience abuse in the UK.
Wow!
Hi, Michael Castillo. Thank you so much. 17% of people will self-harm at some point in their life. 24% of 17-year-olds report having self-harmed in the UK in the last year. Jesus, that's a lot. 1,926 people die every day due to suicide. That's one person every minute. Gosh. It's pretty heavy, isn't it? While names, places, and dates have been changed or omitted to protect the identity of those involved, this is a true story. Ooh. Interesting focal shift. It definitely hits hard when you see the facts like that, like straight away as well. The timing of the wow. No! I was thinking that. Nice job, Michael Garcia. Oh no.
Where are you? Did you get the same text from Alice?
Oh, what text?
She said something about not being able to live with what she's done and to say goodbye to her baby brother.
Oh, God.
I love the Welsh accent.
I'm getting on my bike now. I think I know where she is.
I'll get in the car, but there's traffic, so you'll be quicker.
Okay, bye.
Love you, bye.
Oh no. Okay. So I'm guessing Alice is their daughter. What's this?
Hello, police. Where are you calling from?
The motorway bridge near the train station.
And what's the nature of your emergency?
I've just come past a girl climbing over the railings on the bridge, and she seemed really distressed. I think she might be trying to jump.
Okay, and can you see her now?
Well, I'm at the bottom of the bridge. There's another person with her now, but it just seemed like a bit of a sketchy situation.
Okay, sir. Stay on the line. I'll send somebody to attend right away.
Michael Castillo, was this actually your old phone? Probably looks a bit like it. Okay, so at the beginning that was her parents. I guess this was someone who found her, just a stranger passing by. Are they UK devs? Yeah, they are. Yeah. Woo, we love local devs.
Alice, wait!
Eight years earlier.
Just a dream. Just a bad dream. Dad?
Okay, so she sounds very young here. Oh my gosh, this is such a big teddy bear. I love it. I just want to hug it. Pooch animal. Aha, we're in secondary school, maybe? Maybe primary school. Primary school is so much better than secondary school. For me, anyway. Secondary school, it's such a shift. All about me. Oh, here we go. Oh, good. I was just thinking, like, how old are we? Blah, blah, blah. And it's nice because you find this and find out everything straight away. Name, Alice. Age, 8. Eye color, blue. Hair color, brown. Height, I don't know. I'm tall. Pets. Fish in the garden. 1 ginger cat called Rolo. Oh, that's so cute. And a hamster called Toffee. Toffee and Rolo. Yum, yum, yum. Favorite food? Pizza, but ice cream too. I feel like everyone goes through a pizza phase. When I was younger, pizza was my favorite food as well. It was my favorite food for ages. I don't know. I don't like pizza as much as I used to now. I think it's because I've gotten used to, I like having little bits of many different foods. I like having lots of different things on my plate. So I think with pizza, I'm like, yummy, yummy. And then I'm like, oh, now I've got 6 more slices of the same thing. I get very bored. Oh, that's just me being weird. But ice cream too. Ice cream is great. I do like ice cream. It's just a shame about sensitive teeth, but oh well. Favorite animal is a wolf. Ooh, yes. Hobbies, writing, drawing, skipping. I can do 100 skips. And, oh, she cross stitches. That's adorbs. Oh, wow. You can zoom in pretty far. It's good for accessibility. Guitar?
Dad said he would give me a lesson.
Oh, this is making me feel bad now. Because I'm like, why isn't her dad giving her a lesson? I gave a ukulele to my niece and I said I'd give her a lesson and I'm never back home to do it. Oh no, I feel bad. I feel guilty. The guilt.
They treat me like I don't understand.
The Lonely Hedgehog. What happens when you lose your mum or dad? Oh wait, can I open it up and read it? Oh no, I can't. Wait, let me read the back of it. Oh, I can't pick it up anymore. Oh, okay. Is this me being lazy or do other people prefer voiceovers for text like this? Why would it be lazy? Oh, because you like to hear the voice. No, I definitely love to hear the voice. I mean, it's nice to read text, yeah, like, but I think the emotion that comes through a voiceover, you know, you can't really replicate that just through the text itself. Of course you can, the way that something is said, emotion can come through, but when you hear it, it hits different, you know. Oh, no cartridge. But there is a cartridge next to it. Play Kid Hugh. But let me see, what's she playing? Pokemon. It's Pokemon Red. It's a good one. What's this game? Do you know what this game is, anybody in the chat? D-pad is on the wrong side. Well, it's a copy. So it's not supposed to be the same thing, because obviously it might get sued, I guess. But anyone know what this game is a spoof of? 201? No idea. Jokemon. Wait, is that what it says? It is Jokemon. It's got like a painterly effect, this game, doesn't it? Which is very nice. But I feel like in some of the models, maybe it could be refined a bit more. Like I feel like these little, what are they called? The things with the hair. They stand out quite a lot amongst the painterly objects, but you can't do anything with them. Just a little thing that I notice. Oh look, it's us. It's us. It's Alice. Oh, with the washed out background. Oh, it's a very UK English like school photo thing. I definitely had that as well. Okay, let's make some progress. I'm just chatting crap. Tamagotchi! Oh yeah. I want to feed my Tamagotchi. I think it's dead. Pet. Oh, so this whole game is about like a journal. So I guess once we go in here, we might start finding out some more stuff. What does that say? When I dream, I see another world where we're all happy. Meow. Fish for the cat.
I'm not allowed a TV in my room, so I pretend.
That's cute. I love kids' imagination.
Mum, she's at the hospice though.
Oh, okay. That's quite different.
Wolfie will look after your dad.
Ah, it's her favorite animal. What did you say, Madhouse? Disco Elysium went to a whole new level for me when they added their voiceovers for the whole game. Having said that, I do understand that it's a very expensive and difficult, especially if you want good voice actors. Yes, and also don't forget when you have to change it into different languages. There's a word for it, but you know when you want it to be in like different languages and stuff, then you have to pay more money for the voice actors to come and do different languages, and obviously a lot of them probably don't know all the languages, so then you have to find different voice actors to do the different languages. Yes, localization, thank you, that's the one. So yeah, of course it adds more time if you decide to localize your game, of course. Trolls, that's what they're called. Rob Pick, where would I be without chat, honestly?
Dear diary, or what should I call you? My name is Alice. That's a weird way to start a diary. At school, my teacher gave me a book about a girl called Anne Frank who kept a diary. She always started it with Dear Kitty. I'll have to think about who to write my diary to, but it's nice to talk to someone.
Whoever did this kid's voiceover, though, is so good and so cute, don't you think? I think she sounds adorable. Oh, I can leave the room. I wonder if it is an actual kid or someone who sounds like a kid. That's what I was thinking, but I think it's an actual kid. I mean, unless they're that convincing. To me, it sounds like an actual kid, don't you think? I'm good, thank you, InfoCube. I'm glad you're doing well as well. That's why a lot of games do little noises and mumblings with text for characters, yeah. But I do think because this is a narratively focused game and, you know, the whole mechanics is just about learning the story, I think it makes sense to have voiceovers. We need to go pee-pee. Who's that? Daniel Samuel. Do we have a brother? Ooh. Is that our dad? He likes bikes, or maybe it's granddad. Let's go into the bathroom.
I shouldn't flush the toilet at night in case it wakes people up.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to do it. That was unlocked a memory for me. I had the same thing. We weren't allowed to flush the toilet at nighttime. What about you in chat? Did you just have a memory unlocked as well, or is that just me? What's the noise? Is it raining outside? Hello, duck. Whose room is this? Is that Mum and Dad's? Wow, they've got a big room.
It smells like Mum.
Who's this? Oh, cute. Some cream on the table. Oh, the Holy Bible. Is the TV been left on? That's a bit creepy. So I want to turn it off. The laptop's also been left on. Come on.
You have one new message. Sent today at 5:46 p.m. New message.
Hello, this is a message for Simon. It's Pippa, at the hospice. We're just giving you a call as your wife is not doing well, and we think it might be important that you come over. She might not have long left.
Oh.
Give us a call back or just turn up.
Imagine. I hope this didn't. I know this is based on a true story, but I hope this didn't actually happen in that way. Because imagine being a kid and hearing that. on your own before your dad got home. That would be so difficult. Just being a snoop. Let's close everything again. Search it. It's not Google, it's search it. That's rough. Yeah, it really is. What are the alternative treatments for asbestosis? Cancer caused by asbestosis and treatments. Okay, so it's a form of cancer. Sucks. Wait, B to shut down the computer. Okay. Let's go downstairs. Now I understand why her dad has not had time to teach her guitar, really. A lot going on. So she does have a brother. There. Advanced care plan. Choices for end-of-life care. Oh, this sucks. I wish I could open these things up and read them. Like the book upstairs. I wish I could open that and have a little look inside. Oh, it's Christmas. All about my family. There's me, Alice, and then my two brothers, Daniel and Sam. Oh, two brothers. Ah, because, well, that makes sense, Yasmin. There were two names on the door. I don't know why. I was like, oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So they share a room, do they? Okay. Hell yeah, conserve power. That's how I've been brought up. Like, always turn off lights, always turn off TV, I'll turn off everything by the plug. Conserve the power. So yeah, Daniel and Sam. Daniel is 6, Sam is 4. Then there's my mum, but I don't know her name. She's just mum. And then Dad, but he has lots of names and changes which one he uses. Sometimes people call him his middle name. Mum and Dad are both old. Daniel is good to play with, but I always win, of course. Sam is annoying most of the time because he can't play properly yet. I did let him share my pirate island though, as long as he was the baddies. Yeah, this is a sibling dynamic.
The more tinsel, the better.
It looks like a real tree because it's very like spindly, you know. It doesn't look like one of those fake ones. I've never had a real tree in my house. Anything else around here? No.
When Mum was home, I stayed at school for a week pretending to be ill. We watch Lovejoy every day.
What's Lovejoy? Is that an actual thing?
We still don't have a memory card, so I leave it on to keep my place.
You leave it on to keep me... my brain and the whole like conserving energy thing. Yeah, when I was a kid, my parents were sticklers for that. They were like my stepdad literally used to like time us in the shower and stuff and like make sure that we didn't do things for too long. It was a lot. Actually, I say used to, still does. I wonder what game it is. I love looking at all the tiny details, but I can't really read these. There's depth, real ones. Time showers. Oh, hell no. Yeah. It was a lot. With my hair as well, it was a lot. Oh,
I'm not really
so
hungry.
stress. So much stress. Well, it's a good thing you're not hungry because there is no food in that bowl. Ooh. Got some lovely pieces of art in this house. Hey, it's all the artwork. Could we definitely couldn't go into our brother's rooms, could we? No, I did go right up there. What's this then? Shopping list. Milk, bread, baked beans, butter, eggs, squash. Yep, sounds like the type of shopping list my mum would get. 20th of December, next door for Christmas songs. Oh, would they sing Christmas songs to their neighbours? Wow. That takes some courage. I mean, I would love to do it. I'll come with them. 23rd, Dad coming to help with kids. 24th, hospice after lunch. 25th, that's Christmas. Hospice opens at 10. 29th, kids to cinema for HP. Cinema for HP. I guess that's Harry Potter? I cannot read cursive. Anyone good at reading cursive? 2, Larson. Carson. We... I don't know if this is supposed to be readable, but I'm really bad at reading cursive. We soon know monkey. Something I need up. Wink. Her hill. Yeah, no idea. That was also a thing for me, but because part of hard challenges where it didn't allow saves until the end. Ah, that makes sense, Michael. Yeah. Yeah, there was some, isn't Lorem Ipsum? It probably is something like that. Yeah, back in the day, saving games, it was hard to do so, especially like horror games, like Resident Evils and stuff. You couldn't save whenever you wanted to. I mean, they still carried that on, to be fair, but I think it was way more brutal back in the day. Best dad mug. Dear Diary, I'm at a sleepover right now, and we are writing in our diaries. I went to a fair with Amy earlier, and there was maypole dancing. See you then. I'm so tiny.
Beans on toast for dinner?
Oh, is she making her own dinner? Bless her. That's interesting. The light is like coming off this in interesting ways. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we can go outside.
The car's gone.
Go to bed to end the
I
day.
should go back to bed.
Okay. Daniel, Sam, where are they?
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, just sit down. There's no way of sugarcoating this. Your mum, she's dead.
Oh God. Oh, that's horrible.
That dream again.
Cool.
Always running and being chased. But what does it mean?
We've grown up. Look at us. We've grown up. This is really cool. Okay. So we're a bit of an emo girl now. Is there one day will you be? Oh, what a lovely garden. I wonder if we get to go out there. They got little ponds and everything. Rocket. What's this? Contacts. Need to talk to someone? Ask your teacher about talking to one of our guidance counselors. Don't keep it bottled up. Yeah, don't keep it bottled up, people. Honestly, does more harm than good. Dear Diary, today I haven't self-harmed at all. I had a long chat with Miss Smith at school. I got myself really worried and scared, but she was there for me and even hugged me. She let me skip graphics. Well, she let me work on my own in another room. But everything that we said to each other won't be put on paper. It's a secret, and that's what it shall stay. She said she was really worried about me, though. I'm meant to see someone on Monday and talk to Miss Smith again. I'm okay at the moment, though. Not happy or anything, just tired. I have no more energy left for being angry and scared. Well, I'm sure when I close my eyes, my mind will find a nightmare for me. Write later. I'm really tired, sorry. I'll tell you everything that happened today, tomorrow. But surely technically every time you sleep, you grow up. I sleep, yes, you are correct, Miss Gato. You're very smart. Z height plus plus. Just grow every time you sleep. It didn't work for me.
I can actually do most chords now.
Yes!
Except an F.
Oh.
Nobody likes an F.
Nobody likes an F. No, I still don't like an F, girl. Oh, cute. Her and her friends. Traffic cone. I swear, I think it must have been like an early 2000s thing, but I have pictures like this with me and my friends when we were back in school, just our shadows. I don't know why we were like, it's so cool to take pictures of our shadows. But we did. And I have this picture too, the emo picture where you like take pictures of your Converses. Or for me, it was the fake ones that my mum bought in what was it called? Peacocks or something? Yeah, with the emo laces. Hate. And this picture, oh my god, we did this too! With my chipped red nail varnish. Yes! This is really unlocking so many things for me. F is hard. Yeah, F's just annoying. It's a good thing it doesn't work like that. Growing up every time you sleep once. We would all be giants! The Dream Crusher chord.
I'm running low, but I just spray once.
Oh,
and for
no.
a second, she's almost here with me again.
Oh, that's really sad. Oh, that's so sad. Do we have more games? We have different games. Is that like Yoshi's Island or something? Ooh, hair dye. We've been dyeing our hair. Of course, makeup. Of course, MCR. Was that Oblivion? Does it say Oblivion? Where is it? Oblivion. The studded belt, of course.
He still sleeps with me.
Yeah. Dear Diary, anyway, today at school was awful. I can see everyone talking about me behind my back when they see the cuts down my left arm. Even my friends are all having private whispered conversations about me, and I feel more isolated than ever. I can see everyone laughing about it. I wish I hadn't done it, but I did. The back of my hand, up my left arm, and on my horrible fat stomach. But that feeling that lasts maybe 5 minutes, it makes me feel powerful and in control. I always stare at myself in the bathroom mirror. It makes me feel stronger. But then I'll hear my parents coming up the stairs. I always run into my room, turn the lights off, and pretend to be asleep. Tonight, I have my light on, but I have to turn it off soon, or they will see me. I have to hide it. Hide from myself. Ugh. Yeah, that's really, really hard. And kids at school, they never make it easy. Any excuse they can find to bully someone, they will. Because they're dealing with their own issues and they take it out on others.
Dad didn't like it, but I got to keep it. The sides light up.
Oh, wait, this is the phone that we found at the beginning of the game. Was that a coincidence? Because I thought that phone at the beginning of the game was a stranger's phone. Sometimes people just feel like they have power. Yeah, and I think a lot of it is to do with that they have their own problems going on and they feel out of control. So yeah, they want to regain that power by
Anarchy
bullying
in the
people.
Classroom. Am I right?
But yeah, school sucks. School's not good for... I don't think I've met anyone who's like... School's actually not. I've met 1 or 2 people who said school's amazing. Like secondary school. Most people will say it was horrible. And I agree. It's bad times. Search it. Boulevard of Broken Dreams tab. Yeah, do it. How do I know if I have depression? Symptoms of depression. Got you. At least they're trying to figure out what's going on, you know? Like doing a bit of introspection. It's really important. Dear Diary. So, everyone went back to school today. In a way, I was excited to get back to school. Maybe it was to get away from the family. I don't know why. It's not that bad or anything. Now I think about it, maybe it's because it's easy to get away with self-harming when I'm away from home all day. I've heard people say it's addictive like drugs. I suppose in a way it is. I'm just so afraid that my parents will find out. That's why when it's easy for me to get found out, I stop altogether until the danger is not so dangerous. It's like easing away from any fears my parents might have that I self-harm. I went to my granddad's place up north for a week with my brothers. I made sure any cuts had healed up completely. When I packed my suitcase, I left my razor blades behind, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't. I did make sure I had my penknife in the pocket of my denim jacket. I knew What? Can I turn this around? Oh, there's another one. Okay. Wouldn't leave without that jacket. And in that, I knew I'd have my knife. But the week went fine, and I was so relieved to be able to wear whatever clothes I fancied without having to worry whether or not it would reveal the cuts. Yeah.
I desperately wanted Converse shoes for so long, and my friend Amy got me them for my birthday. I thought Dad would get mad, but he hasn't said anything.
Why would her dad be mad over some shoes? What? And also, that is very nice of a friend to buy you, because Converse are not cheap. Like a real pair of Converse are not cheap. It's sad that if someone could teach them actual ways to learn to build inner strength, control or discipline, younger kids could learn ways to put that energy into other things and better ways to cope. If parents were more educated, experienced or prepared, more responsible. I don't know. It's really difficult. I don't think you can put all the blame on parents. Everyone's going to make mistakes, and there's always going to be things that you don't know. Like, I'm not a parent, but I put myself in my parents' shoes. There's many things they didn't know about me when I was a teenager, and I'm sure you can relate when you think back then. But I think one thing that's very good now versus when I was younger was like there are media and games like this one that do talk about mental health problems and self-harm and topics that are really, really difficult, and especially difficult to talk to your parents or loved ones about, because you don't like to see them hurting. Even if that means it might help yourself, usually you put the people that you love in first, but especially if you're in that mindset of hating yourself, right? So I don't think it's always about just the parents. And I think now, hopefully, there's like more of an open dialogue going on in many formats. Hopefully people will feel less scared to ask for help. Okay, let's leave the room. I think we've looked at everything here. It's also much less frowned upon. Yeah, exactly. It was something to be like guilty about, but like it's not. I remember when I was younger, like my mum said to me, if anyone cuts themselves or self-harms in any way, anyway, if you hear of anyone doing it, because one thing that people used to say in my school was like they just want attention. They'd be like, oh, she just wants attention. She just wants attention. And it's like, well, if you feel that you have to go to that extent, even if it is because they want attention, which, a lot of the time it isn't. You're reading here how they don't want people to see it. A lot of the time it isn't that, but sometimes it could be that. And what is the bad thing about wanting attention if you're not getting it elsewhere, you want someone to help you, but you're not sure how to ask for help, so you're doing it in self-destructive ways. Yeah, I don't know. Went on a tangent there, but anyway, if anyone feels they need to do that for attention, I just don't see why people would bully and be like, they just want attention. It's like, yes, are you going to help them or are you going to make them worse? Are you... What? Are you that much of a bad person? Like, I don't know. It's so weird that people say things like this in school.
Look at his hand. Do you know how this happened? You left your razor lying around in the bathroom. He could have been hurt so much worse. You're so irresponsible. Tidy your shit away.
Oh, is this a stepmom? Yeah, step-parents.
I can't wee if anyone is nearby. I hold it all night in case Dad gets angry we woke anyone up.
Oh my gosh, this is getting worse and worse now. So it started with a little bit of a, don't flush the toilet at nighttime, you'll wake us up, and now it seems like maybe he might be a bit overly controlling. Bladder of steel. I mean, they haven't said how many times they pissed themselves because of this. I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, that sucks. Dear Diary, when I got home, everything was fine for a few days. Then I confessed to my parents that I needed new school trousers. So on Saturday, my dad, my stepmom, my baby brother and I trailed to town to get new trousers. My stepmom says that this shop is a sweatshop, so she was unhappy buying trousers from there. It's not like we have much choice. We don't have any extra cash. But then this triggered an argument, and she said if we just had more money, we could buy things from a company that didn't treat their workers like shit. Dad apologized, but his company couldn't help not making money. They're trying their best. She said it didn't really look like it. Dad smacked his head on the nearest wall nearby. Oh my gosh. They went on arguing like this until we got home. I'm not going into detail about it for the sake of my hand and your eyes. Dad then started insulting my stepmom's family to get at her. And needless to say, she was crying by the time we got home. I mean, it's no big deal. I've seen so much of it with my mum and dad, and with my stepmom and dad. I'm a big girl. I can handle it and everything. But it upset me a bit when they were so willing to fight in front of a small child who was only 1 year old. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot. My baby brother was understanding in a way that was going on, what was going on, or at the very least, he was upset by it. He didn't burst out screaming and crying like most babies would. He just sat there looking upset and scared. That was when I started self-harming, again, after my break from it. Last weekend, the day after my friend's party. That's stressful. This is a stressful environment. See, and there's like no escape when you're in an environment like this, because it sounds like they're having a bad time at school and a bad time at home. And when you're a kid, there's nowhere really to run off to. Ooh. We didn't get to see outside yesterday. Caring for your newborn baby. What to expect in the first 12 weeks with your new bundle of joy. So, okay, we have a stepmom. What happened to our brothers? We haven't seen anything or really heard much about our brothers. So we got our stepmom and our dad have had a new baby. And unfortunately, they're still leaving the TV on. What the... They're weird about you flushing the toilet at night, but they leave the TV on when they're gone out of the house. That makes sense. Ooh, a £5 note. Don't mind if I do. And a 50p. Oh yeah, £5.50. That'll give me so many penny sweets. And I guess all of her memories from her mum have gone as well. Oh, have they been cleansing the house? It sounds like they need to.
You have one new message. New message.
Hello, Mr. Johnson. I'm just calling to confirm your emergency appointment this morning at 11 a.m. for your daughter Alice following the incident last night.
The incident last night. got Brandon. Baby Brandon. So I guess the incident was self-harming. Dan and Sam. We can't go in there. They've shortened their names. It was Daniel and Samuel. Which is really fun to say. Daniel, Samuel. Oh. They've been replaced by the new baby. Of course they have. Oh no, they're here still. But, you know. Okay. I guess not completely replace them.
Hey, Alice, is your homework done for school?
Oh, I haven't quite had time to do it yet.
Okay, I mean, she sounded alright then. Let's have a look in here. Don't make assumptions. Maybe the incident was trying to flush your Flush? What do you mean?
Let's do your tarot cards, Alice. It might help.
Okay. That does sound nice.
Just pick one. It will represent your present. Oh, the tower. Destruction.
Is that bad?
No. It's like everything must crumble for a new beginning. So it's good.
Oh gosh. See, I like tarot and stuff like that, but like I can see how some people could get into it and it could be quite toxic. I just like it as like an intuition thing, but I wouldn't push it onto kids really necessarily unless they wanted it, and I'd make sure it was always light and positive and had positive connotations. I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, well, you're a terrible kid and you're gonna have a terrible day. Oh dear. Doesn't tarot normally have double meaning? Exactly, Mantis. Tarot cards, of course, some of them have like lean towards more like negative things, but they're mainly extremely open, and it's just like how you want to read them. It's more about allowing the card to open up a door for you to introspect into yourself. So yeah, that's my own interpretation of them, though. I'm not like a tarot expert or anything. Or the parental responsibilities are impossibly high for the modern world. That's true. I do hear a lot about what is it, like how back in the day it took like a whole little community to raise children, and now one or two people are expected to bring in enough money to pay rent, look after the kids, feed, do the washing, keep up the housework, do all of these things, and also like be there for them mentally, and have hobbies as well. You're also expected to be happy. And it's just a lot. It's a lot nowadays. Cosmic ordering and the law of attraction. Can you use, crystal healing. Yeah, so this stepmom is very much into crystal healing and like all this kind of stuff. Not necessarily a bad thing again, but I think with anything, too much of anything can come bad, and if you use that as an excuse to be like, the cards are saying this today, this means that this person is not worth my time or whatever. I would never live my life based off the cards. I would just use it as a tool. No alcohol in the things anymore. Maybe Dad's not allowed to drink anymore.
You sit there until your food's finished. I don't care if you're there all night. There are children starving in Africa who die for what you have on your plate.
I've heard that one too. Have you, hands up in chat, who's heard that one?
I get up before everyone else and give Brandon his breakfast before school.
Aw, what a good sister. But also, where are the parents? Why aren't they doing it? Well, Alice, Brandon's lucky to have you. Ooh, hi chat. Fourth of September, Alice back at school. 5th, Dan and Sam back at school. 6th, Brandon, music and moves. Music and moves. That sounds fun. 7th, spiritual church. 17th, Sophie Wiki course starts. No idea what that is. Here, the Lauren Lipson again. And then shopping list is soya milk, bread, asparagus, tofu, soybeans. Oh, yes, we have a health guru, crystal healing person in the house. I think people who had violence in their childhood must get therapy before becoming parents. Yes, trauma definitely does get fed down if you are not careful and you're not aware of that, and it can get passed down. I'm not going to say it will, but I agree. It's difficult though. It's really difficult to come to terms with our own traumas and talk to someone about it.
We only get one weekend day off chores.
Wash up, sweep and mop, clean bathroom. So, oh yeah, Alice is doing it every day apart from... When's Alice's day off? Saturday? Oh, Sunday. Ugh. Fun. I hope you get pocket money for that, Alice. Simon, Sophie, Brandon. Again, none of the other kids on the fridge. Oh, what's this? A tie?
Oh, it's there to remind you what happens when you disobey me.
Fucking hell, Dad. Can we not?
We could, go for a walk. Just us. Then we can talk about whatever you need to. Just tell me what's going on. I do care,
Don't think I want to tell you if you're going to hit me with a fucking belt. Write in your diary to end the day. Okay, let's do it.
Dear diary, my name is Alice. What I'm about to tell you, I've never told anyone.
Ooh. Thank you for playing. Our game is a true passion project. All feedback is gratefully received. You can wishlist the game on Steam now if you want to be updated when it's released. So thank you so much for watching me play The Quiet Things. Please feel free, if you have any feedback, feel free to write it in the chat now. We can have a little chat about it. A cliffhanger, indeed. I mean, it's only a demo, so there's way more to go. But I think that demo did a really good job of showing us the premise of the game, the serious topics of the game, the serious nature of the game, which is obviously a very important to it. But also we got to know the main character, Alice. It really is a cliffhanger though, because at the beginning it's like obviously Alice tried to jump off a bridge and we were actually playing, or well, I felt like we were playing, or at least we were following the narrative of her dad, but we don't know if she actually jumped or not. So then it goes back in time. But wait, now I'm confused because I'm thinking about this as I'm saying it to you. And I'm like, we went back in time when she was a kid, right? And then we slept and then we grew older again. And I figured that was going to be kind of the gameplay loop, was that every time we sleep, maybe another year or so has gone past. But I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it was the bridge scene that happened and Alice tried to jump off and then it went back in time and then you were little Alice and you learnt about her life when her mum was still around and the day when it all happened, which is obviously extremely sad. And then you went back to present. Is that what happened? Maybe that's what happened, went back to present, and the thing that happened the night before was the bridge scene where Alice tried to jump. I think maybe that's what happened now that I'm thinking about it and putting it all together. I think that makes sense. What do you think, chat? Do you think that's what's happening here? And then we're going to find out, I guess, if they can work through it. I don't know what would come next, but I'm intrigued to say the least. Do you think it was appropriate to not have background music? Good question, Mantaz. On the one hand, I think given the theme, it's a correct choice. However, it also somewhat felt like something was missing as you play. I agree. I do personally feel like more sound effects, if not music, but also some music I think would do really well. Like, for instance, when she grows up and you see her room has changed into a like a more emo kind of grungy room, you could have a record player or like a cassette player, whatever time it is, to also give you a indication of the time period, and that could be playing automatically, or you could turn it on yourself and turn it off. So it could be a diegetic part of the experience. So you could definitely make music that would make sense in the room. It would be really fun that actually having like a music player in the bedroom as the little kid version of Alice versus the grown-up version, and the little kid version of Alice could be like a spoof on Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or Old MacDonald had a farm. It could be like a spoof on one of those kiddie songs. And then, when she's older, it just changes to like, to some rock. That'd be cool. And I do think music would definitely help to elevate the emotional scenes as well. So maybe they could have like non-diegetic music come in when you learn of something very sad. It could just come in. It doesn't have to be it could just be like a little triggered bit of music that comes in for a little bit and then slowly fades away. What do you think, people in chat? Do you think there should be some music in there? Yeah, maybe subtle background. Yeah, I agree. Subtle background. I think having moments of quiet here and there is absolutely fine. But I do agree with Mantas. I think as I was walking around the house and like, especially reading the diary entries, because they aren't voiced over, and I don't think they need to be honest, because we had those nice little snippets of voiceover. I don't think the longer text on the sheets need to be voiceover as well. But because of that, it can be quite... it just seems a little bit dead, like something is missing, So maybe as she's reading a piece of music could play, or just putting some more diegetic elements and sounds into the environment. I really want to go out into the garden. The garden looks pretty. I want to go out there and sit out there. That would be a cool mechanic. The music changes as you age. It would be cool. Anything to kind of like show the progression of the character, right? And I think they've done that really well with the objects that you can pick up, the layout of the room. I love the fact that like you could pick up the mum's perfume, and then the mum's perfume is in the room when they grow up as well, which is so sad. But little things like that are definitely gonna stand out. And the small things of all the pictures of her and her brothers have now been moved to the opposite wall to make room for the new baby. It says a lot without saying anything, It's show not tell, which is very nice. Having heavy moments to be silent can also be a good contrasting effect, definitely, yeah. So I think it'll be a balance of when to have silence and when to have some music. But yeah, I think having like spoof of MCR, like a spoof MCR song or something playing in the bedroom would be really cool. It would be fun. Be fun to watch. Because also with topics like these, topics like suicide and self-harm and everything, it's really important to talk about. And I'm glad that games like this are being made. So thank you, devs, if you do watch this. It's very important. And we also need moments in between the hard-hitting parts, I think, to alleviate the emotions. Does that make sense? So little funny bits or little relatable bits. Like I did quite like just looking around the room and being like, oh my god, I remember taking pictures like this with my friends. And like, oh, this is a Tamagotchi. So, you have little moments where it's not all about the hard-hitting topics. It's also about us reflecting on our own experiences in school, and the good and the bad parts, and experiences with family and growing up. So I think maybe going into that a bit more as well, like being able to... I know this is a lot, but like I would love it if I could actually interact with the Tamagotchi a little bit, Just like I don't know, maybe it's pooped, and then you can just like click a button and then then you clean up the poop. Because you know that is a thing that you do with Tamagotchis. If you've never had a Tamagotchi, that you can do that. You can clean up the poop, and they do die. So maybe like one day you wake up and the Tamagotchi is dead, or it's kind of like an interactive thing where if you didn't clean up the poop, it's dead the next day. Anyway, I'm going way too. This isn't even about the topic of the game, but yeah, little moments like that I think would be nice to give the player some breathing space in between the hard-hitting topics. But I think the way that it's being managed so far is very relatable. It's very sad. I don't want to say well done, because I'm like, well done to the devs, but I don't want to say it's well done. Like, oh yeah, it's great, because it's really sad. It's really sad, especially to know that it is a true story as well. It makes me apprehensive to learn more, because I'm like, oh no, it's just, you know, it hits harder when you know that it's someone's true experiences. But then also when it's relatable and you think back to, or maybe you're even still going through things, it makes you feel less alone. So, and to know that that is a true story, you feel even more less alone because someone has actually gone through these things. True story, yeah. Based on a true story. I don't know how true it is, but it seems pretty close to. It said that at the beginning that it was a true story. But yeah, I do like the painterly effect as well. But like I said, I think some of the models could adapt the painterly effect a bit better because they stood out, and standing out is not a bad thing. But whenever I see anything that stands out from a certain like post-process or effect, I always think that's for a reason, like because I can interact with them or move them or whatever. So maybe just that on the art style of it. There wasn't much that stood out, to be fair. It's just a few little models. When I was reading the paper, I think it would be nice, if possible, I could just flip it over instead of like reading multiple bits, and then that would also give them more space to read on just like one piece of paper, because they had the phones, you could like flip the phones over. So it'd be nice if you could flip over the paper as well, you know, and read two sides of the paper. But yeah, I think apart from that, I don't really have too much feedback. I'm just very intrigued about the game. I just want to play more and know what's happening. Yeah, it just seems like a nice chilled out game where you just learn about someone's story basically. And yeah. I just want to see more progression of how the house changes to reflect what's going on in her life. And it keeps teasing me that I'll be able to go outside. It's like press the door and then a piece of VO will trigger, and then it's like go to bed, and I'm like, oh. So I wonder if you do ever get to go outside. So that was just a little thought of the day. And also, now that I'm on that thought track, I don't think you can go in the garden, because I did not register a door that would lead to the garden. So I don't think you can. But anyway, I'm overthinking it. I'm also intrigued about Daniel and Sam's room, because there must have been a reason why we haven't been able to go in there. I mean, I know they're our brother, but I'm just wondering, why can't we go in their room? I don't know why, but I feel like something bad is happening to them, or I don't know. I'm sure it's fine, but for some reason I'm just like, where are these boys? We don't hear much about the boys. Overall tone and vibe are pretty well done already. Yes, I agree. Very Life is Strange, like Manta said. Yes, I totally agree. We like the game, and yeah, we are intrigued to see where it goes on. And as an emo girl myself, I definitely felt seen in many parts of playing this game. So thank you, and thanks for unlocking some memories that I totally forgot were in there. But yeah, I will do this and say congratulations. It's always a jump scare, these claps. It's always a jump scare. Congrats! You did a really good job, and I know it is a very tough topic to share, and it's got to be a tough story to share as well. So I just want to say thank you for talking about a topic that needs more visibility and to help people feel less alone. So thank you for doing that. And as always, goodbye to anyone who is watching and not in the chat, because I really appreciate you being here as well. Have a lovely day or evening, and goodbye. See ya.